I have a question. Someone asked, have you ever created a job for a friend of yours at one of your clients' companies? So the very quick answer, I'll say no. Um, but I will say the thought has crossed my mind. I have had instances where I have wanted to, um, I have found opportunities, I guess. I've never fabricated a job. I have found opportunities where someone I personally knew could probably do the job very well. Um, but at the end of the day, whenever I'm doing my audits, whenever I'm doing my analysis, my assessments, uh, I can make recommendations to the client, but I can't really operate with that much latitude where I could maybe get someone a job at the company. Um, so, for example, I mean, I have found opportunities where maybe some of the teams could be broken down a little bit further, or some of the products could be, redistributed. Some of the responsibilities can be shifted around and to make things a little bit smoother. Um, so whether it's a technical restructuring or management restructuring, I have had opportunities with clients, right? So the answer is yes, I have had opportunities with clients where I identified areas where someone I was friendly with or friends with, however you want to phrase it, could probably do the job well. But all I have ever done is identify these opportunities and let management know that I know of resources in my own network that could be a good fit. But with that said, I've never created a job where I sort of created the job posting with HR. We put the job out, but I made the wording so specific that only maybe my friend could interview. I've never done that. I've never created a job where I kind of secured the opportunity for my friend. But I have identified opportunities where maybe someone in my network would be a good resource. And I think that's pretty common, right? Over time, you're going to grow your network. And you're going to find opportunities where, there's someone in your network who could solve a problem that your company is facing or your client is facing. And you're going to recommend them. There's nothing wrong with that. I think all that matters is that you don't give your friend any inside edge. You don't grease the wheels. You don't kind of get them to skip certain steps. I've always had my friends, anyone I recommended, I have always had them go through all the interviews. I've never given them any information on any, what is our, what does the company look like internally? If it isn't public knowledge, I will not tell them anything about what we use, what we're working on, what challenges are we facing, nothing. All right, I will not tell them anything. I'll just tell them, hey, there's an opportunity at my company. We're going to put out a job posting soon. Stay tuned. And then when the job is posted, I'll send them the link. But that's it. But I've never created a job that was, was posted maybe for show, but in reality, I had the intention that I'm just going to give this to my friend. I will say this, it's not just about ethics or my personal morals. Companies today are just very, very, with all the software that tracks all these expenses, it's very difficult for me to, or for anyone, I shouldn't say me, I've never really thought about this, but it is very difficult to just create a job at a company, right? There is a lot of justifications that go into it. You have to explain why is this, and in IT, there's a lot of six-figure jobs. Why, someone's going to want to know, why is this job that pays $75,000 plus being created? What is the need, right? So you have to really justify, why do you need this resource? What is this person going to do? What are they going to deliver on? What problem are they solving, right? Who are they going to report to? Who's going to report to them? Who are they going to work with? First of all, real estate is very scarce. So whenever a new job is created, companies are thinking, where are we going to put this person, right? Benefits are expensive, right? 401k, all these things. These are things companies think about. It's not just the salary of the person, but all these other costs. And people have become very educated. A lot of companies have a lot of software that tracks everything. So I cannot tell a company, hey, you need another technical resource to handle the backlog or ease the burden on their employees. They're just going to look into Jira and be like, well, our velocity is fine. We're getting all our work done. So what do you mean it's going to help with the workload? The work is fine, right? So there's a lot of transparency in the workplace, and companies are very educated. They can also follow conversations, right? It's very hard to justify to HR or some non-technical manager why you're hiring this person. You can't just throw technical jargon at them. You can't just say, well, this person needs to do this system and administer this and manage that. They can kind of follow conversations, right? There's a lot of technology in the workplace where I'm seeing people who don't have a technical background at all. They're able to follow, high-level meetings very well, and they understand some of the technical jargon. I recently was talking to someone who graduated from Berkeley with an MBA, and this was her first technical product owner jobs. She has no technical background, and when I was talking with her, I was very impressed because she was not at all, confused on what is going on, what are we working on, and then I was just chatting with her about, because she just graduated 6 months ago, and she has a lot of technical acumen. And she was talking about how at Berkeley, there's a lot of technology being brought into the classrooms. They're talking a lot about data and analytics. But more than that, they're also talking about software development, engineering. So she said she graduated with a lot of technical knowledge. And I was very impressed because I said there was a time where an MBA just kind of taught you business. You didn't really learn a lot about technology. I said, now I'm blown away because I said, you're a lot further than other people who in my career I've run into. They have an MBA. They cannot follow these technical conversations as well as you have. So that is something that I took note of, is that, business schools are teaching people a lot of technical things. And more importantly, non-technical people are becoming very technically literate. So it's very hard to trick these people into just hiring someone, because now that they can follow the technology, they can follow the conversations, it has become that much more difficult to pull the wool over their eyes, so to speak. So have I seen opportunities for my friends to have jobs at a client? Yes. Is this something that you can get away with? The answer would have to be no.